we're live, like we never left, and we're ready to love.
We are ready to love. So much so, we got married. Like, put a ring on it. Oh.
I'm like, yeah.
All right, guys. I don't know if you caught our last video. We literally were just on live. Make sure you go back and kind of binge. It's only been like 3 episodes, but Love and Marriage Huntsville, if you guys don't know, we are reviewing that. So definitely check out our live review. Make sure you subscribe to Sabrina and JDUB, that channel, because after this week, no, not this week, but next week, after that week, we won't be on our regular channels anymore. The Miss Sabrina So and It's JDUB. We're only going to be doing our live reviews on our Sabrina and JDUB channels, okay? Once that stops, I will be doing my own videos here on Miss Sabrina So, like with my skincare routine, my get ready with me's, Q&As and stuff like that, you know, because we're going to talk about it. We're going to get into this scan, more behind the scenes. Excuse me. I actually started doing like little reels with cooking and stuff like that. So I'm going to get ready to get back into that. Just pretty much being on YouTube full time again. I'm really excited about it, but you know, I wanted to make sure like we had everything like in order before we decided to like really come back to YouTube. Because I think we decided we were going to come back to YouTube like 3 or 4 times. We were like, we're coming back, y'all. Then we're going to come back. And then we come back and then we be like, we're going to come back. We still got to do the trivia show. We said we was going to do the trivia show. We did 1 show. We ain't never come back. But guess what? We here now. That's all that matters. And we are here today to talk about Ready to Love. We have not seen you guys or talked about Ready to Love since last, 2 seasons ago, right? Maybe. Right. Because we've been off YouTube. We ain't talk about Ready to Love. We wasn't interested in talking about Ready to Love, but we took a little bit of break. And, you know, we got together. We did our thing. We got married. We've been in honeymoon stage. We still really kind of there. But, you know, TV been like not TVing. And it's been really, really boring. So we were like, we got to do something. We got to like do something. So because it ain't much for us to watch anymore, really.
Yeah, so, that was the only really concern, because we were getting a lot of feedback about like, you guys need to come back. We want to love to hear your review. So that's the biggest reason that we're here. And now we have something
to talk about.
There you go.
And the first thing we can dive in and talk about it, just because this is Ready to Love season 10, episode number 7, which means that this is the second part of season 10. If you guys don't know and haven't been watching Ready to Love, because I know when I stopped doing YouTube, a lot of you guys said that you were really only watching it because we were like engaging with the reviews and we had so much fun. But then when I stopped, y'all literally stopped watching Ready to Love too. So a lot of people weren't watching Ready to Love that were over here like my soulmates and stuff. So this is a break that they were on for almost 2 months. Was it 2 months?
It felt like 3 months.
Longer, right?
Felt like it was 3 months, and you know that was the thing. I don't know who approved that type of setup, because at the same time we've been anticipating for over a year. Let's just say over a year. That's for the show to come back. Then you're going to give us half a season, take a 90-day break. I mean, yeah, that hurts. Yeah. And people are investing their time into watching the show, and then you take it away. Right.
I think that's what made me feel like it was a lot longer, because we had to wait a whole year for the show to even come on. And then when they came on, they only gave us 6 episodes, and then they went and took a 90-day break. And this Friday was the first day that they were back. So that's where we're at, just to kind of catch you guys up on where we're at. We are season 10, episode number 7, and this is the first episode, which was this past Friday. It was aired since the 90-day break. So we're here to talk about it. We didn't review the first half.
We did.
We haven't reviewed Ready to Love in, like I said, over a year and a half. So this is our first time back since then. Okay, we ready?
We ready to love.
We're ready to love.
So we go, it just popped back in like, you know, that best friend you had when you don't talk to that much, but you're still friends. We're back. we popped in with the where they left off the last time. They have an elimination for the guys. So it's Sahar and Fritz, and it's Rose and Eddie. And I gotta stop for anybody in the chat. Are you thinking, if you're feeling, if you agree with me, does Rose remind you of Thelma from Good Times? And I'm telling you, every time I see her, I'm like, that's Thelma. You know, but even though Thelma's almost 70 years old, we know that Rose isn't there. And that's no shade or no shot or nothing. She just reminds me of a Thelma from the Good Times. But my wife doesn't agree with me. So if you think something about that, let me know. But I don't want to get too far off track. So like I said, they popped up like an old friend and said, hey, we're back. And we're here like we never left. Fritz is on the chopping block. Eddie's on the chopping block. And I was surprised to see Eddie because I thought he was like some, you know, one of the favorite guys. They were always talking about how good he looks and he's this, he's that. And, you know, he's up for elimination. But I heard that, I don't want to call her Thelma. Rose said,
call her Rose.
Rose said, hey.
Thelma looked like Portia Williams to me.
Look at that. Robin Nelson, I see that in Rose. Exactly.
If you Google Thelma, he showed me Thelma. As soon as he Googled Thelma, I could understand like the hairstyle and stuff like that. Because Rose and Thelma, both, they're beautiful women. But when he pulled up Thelma, literally the first person I said, that's Portia Williams. And if you look at the picture, you'll be like, oh my God, Thelma and Portia Williams do really look alike. Their facial features, absolutely. But yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not alone in it, but that's fine. I was just wondering, it wasn't just me, you know, that was, I remember it was like Good Time. But anyway.
Anissa from Brooklyn.
Aloha. She's in Hawaii.
Yes, aloha. I hope you are safe out there, girl. Get to Highland, honey. Golly, it's crazy out there. Okay. So glad you could join us.
Yeah, so like I said, they're doing an elimination date, and I think, you know, you're an expert on this subject, but the Ready to Love, I think you have to know when you're having a date with probably your least favorite connection, something's up here. Sahar and Fritz been at it the whole time, and Fritz wasn't really surprised about like he was up for elimination because he's had that controversy. He was in, you know, the polygamous community, or a spectator. Let me say that he liked posts, and the women felt like he was playing games because Sahara told him, "Hey, the man said he's playing games," but he did actually have as far as I know, one of the first kisses on this show, meaning on this season
with Shawnee's.
So I'm like, hey, Fritz is still in the mix, but obviously he's not. And Sahara lets him know, like, Fritz, the women know you're playing games. I told him, you're not ready to love. And he took it on the chin like a gentleman. And he was like,
oh, he was shocked, honey.
he was shocked.
Did not know he was up for elimination. He was more looking like, why am I here with you?
Right.
Like after like the third, maybe fourth, maybe fifth episode, like in real life, if you on a date with somebody after they deliberate and you know the women are about to deliberate and the men are about to deliberate, you know, if you have a date, you're on the chopping block. Like he looked like he had no clue he was on the chopping block. So yeah, he ain't know, like, because the cookie was crumbled. He was like, what he say? I dropped the ball, or dang. He was like, dang, I dropped the ball. She was like, the cookie crumbled, or something like that.
That's why I said it was cool. He took the letdown. He wasn't like, oh, how could it be? I am ready to love. I worked on, did the self work. No, I'm here for it.
That's embarrassing because he knew what they were saying. So for him to respond like that, I think he knew exactly why he was there. Why I don't think he knew why he was there. But I think he took it like a man. I think that's what happened.
Exactly. That's what I was saying. He took it on the chin well.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like he went in there knowing like he was about to be eliminated.
No.
I didn't know what that meant.
Oh, okay, yeah.
My bad.
Okay, yeah.
You was right.
He handled that rejection.
My bad.
He handled that rejection.
I'm sorry.
So we back with apology accepted. It's all good. It's all good. So Rose and Eddie are on elimination, and at this point, I can believe Eddie is in it. You know, at first I thought like, hey, the ladies are feeling him, but Eddie, the more he talked, he started to show his true self. Like he told Angie like flat out, I'm looking for a cleaner. Like, listen, even if this woman you're speaking to has her own cleaning business, if you lead with, I'm looking for a service, that's not attractive. That's not something you would say when you say, hey, I'm looking for like a long-term commitment. You sound like you need a service or services. So I knew it was, in real life, I knew it was over for Eddie. It was over. It was just, it was said and done. And he's just not ready to love. The women didn't see like he was serious, because like he said, ain't no thing. I ain't ready to love. There's a lot of Johns in Philly or whatever. You know, that's their word, Johns. You know, it's like saying joints, like when you're in DC, joint. You know, so double elimination. Double elimination. And I can say I like those type of curveballs. You know, I've not been a fan. You know, Tommy gonna throw some curveballs on you. I like those kind of curveballs because I'm thinking like, oh, Fritz is gone, so I guess Eddie's staying. He gonna work on it. No, Eddie's gone too. Yeah. So neither one of them are ready to love. Yeah. And they weren't. Yeah, You're right. They did. They picked right this time. Absolutely. Yeah. So, you know,
what a way to start the season back up with a double elimination. I didn't see it in the forecast. I thought it was very interesting. I'm glad it happened like that. You know, because in real life I was like, oh shoot. You know, so it was kind of like a little shocker to be introduced back to the season with that. So yeah, but I'm glad both of them are gone because it just. They wasn't given, they was ready to love. So honestly.
To love. So we back at the men's lounge where, you know, Tommy would say, it's 6 sexy singles that's ready to love. So it's only 6 guys left. And it's time, one of our favorite times of the season. They're ready to meet the exes. And, you know, I always had a thing with it where it's like, wow. Like sometimes they make the guys show their exes. Sometimes they make the women show their exes. So I had to consult with my ready to love expert.
That's me.
My wife. And I'm like, what's going on? I mean, I see the guys' exes, but where are the girls' exes? This is not fair. So this season, we're getting to see the girls' exes. And Tommy's giving instructions saying, hey, you're going to meet up with the exes, dig a little deeper, find out, you know, what type of person you're dealing with and going on. And the guys seem excited. And I was glad to clear that up because I was so confused as a Ready to Love fan. What's happening? It keeps shifting. So I'm glad I got to clear that up. And I'm glad y'all can know that too.
So what shift? You didn't tell them which shifts and what happened.
This year, the girls, I didn't say it. The girls have to reveal their exes or bring their exes, and now the guys don't. They'll do like their friends.
And then what happens? You can give them a little bit more insight so they'll understand.
And then next season, they're going to switch to the guys have to let the ladies meet their exes.
Yep.
You know, and hopefully it's not a year later.
So yeah, so every season it flip flops because I know when it was my season, I thought that I was going to have to bring an ex on, but I end up bringing my friends on. And then the next season, it was the women, they brought their exes on. And I was like, dang, because what they do is prior to you going on the show, they kind of, you know, they go through the process and they ask you, give us 6 friends' names or something like that. Hence why I ended up with like 5 or 6 of my friends there because they ended up picking all of them when they were only supposed to pick like 2 or 3 of my friends. But anyway, and everybody was like, look, she had to have all her friends there. I was like, no, I really didn't. But you have to give them like 6 or 7 names, just in case like 2 doesn't make it and they get 3 or they just pick 3 or whatever the case. But mine was a whole disaster. And you have to give them a couple of exes names. So you have to give them both. We don't know which one they're going to pick, but after you look at season, you see like how like the format is. So that's why the girls had to meet with their exes. So unless they switch it, I promise you probably season 11, the guys will be meeting, or the girls will be meeting the men's exes, and then the men will be meeting the girls' friends. So anyway.
All right, so we'll be waiting. We'll be watching for season 11. That's what I said. We got the inside track. So the first X date is with Hussein and Angie. And Angie's bringing her child's father. And, you know, Hussein wants to know, like, what happened? What caused the breakup? Why didn't y'all get along or whatever, what have you? And Angie's child's father told him, he's like, well, she's a really independent woman. Like, she does not allow the man to lead. You know, she's in labor and she demands that she drives herself to the hospital. And pretty much Angie felt like, I guess more so she agrees with him that she's going to do the leading, or she's going to be in control of her destiny. And, you know, that can be problematic for some people, because at the same time, we all have different personalities. But yes, a lot of women will want to say like, hey, you know, I need a strong man to lead, but it's a two-way street in order to, because you are an independent person, man or woman. So to give someone that ability or freedom, you have to submit. You have to say, I trust you enough to lead. Mm-hmm. What's your perspective on that?
I felt like, and I know you and I, when we were watching it, I was like, because he was like, you know, that was a red flag. And I was like, dang, that's a red flag. And I was like, that's kind of like quick to just, I mean, because he kind of was like, yeah, I'm good. You know, that was real. I'm done with this. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the energy that he was giving. Like, oh yeah, if I can't lead, I ain't trying to be with her. It's just, that's a wrap for me. That's one red flag that I don't need no more flags. Like, I'm good with it. Like, that was the energy he was giving. And I'm just like, dang, maybe like she wasn't letting him lead because maybe he wasn't moving like a leader. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody want to just jump like and hear the one story and think like it's a reason maybe she was taking the lead. A man can sit there and tell you, because it's a lot of men that's out here doing it. They talking about, I can lead, I'm a leader, but then they giving simp energy the whole time. Like, you can't do that. You can tell me all the time that you're gonna lead, but if you're not showing me with actions, then I'm not gonna believe it after a while. Guess what? I'm going to hear you keep talking. I'm going to be like, you know what? Never mind. I'll do it myself. Let me go ahead. Let me just do it, you know? Mm-hmm. And that's what I feel like maybe is the situation. Like, it's cool, but when a leader want to lead, a leader will lead, period. You know, and I know that it is a thing called submission as well. But, you know, I feel like, you know, I'm a very strong, independent woman, and I have been for a very, very, very long time, you know. And when me and JDUB got together, and we just don't talk about it because we can't talk about it now, you know what I'm saying? Because we're married and everything, so it's different. Like, you just not my boyfriend, you know. But, you know, like, when he came into the picture, like, and even till now, like, I'm constantly trying to do things, and he'll be like, woman, you know, and I'll be like, my bad, you know, and I'll have to like take a step back because I'm so used to doing things myself. But, you know, he has to put his foot down and be like, your husband got this. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be like, okay. You know what I'm saying? But if you talking about, I can lead, you know, I got it, babe, I got it. And she like, no, I'm gonna do it. And he like, okay. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was seeming like to me. You know, so no red flags. I think that he just probably needs to get a little bit more information before he want to call a flag, you know, being red. I feel like they should have, you know, like had a conversation, because it looked like to me he was pretty much done with it. That's just my assessment. And
I think that's a very interesting perspective, because like you said, that's a whole relationship. So there's absolutely more context there. Absolutely. He may not have shown his ability to lead, or that makes perfect sense. But as I said, it has to be a give and a take. And that's the thing. Us using us as an example, we're being married, and also it takes time. I have to recognize that, hey, you haven't had me as your husband for 50 years. So it is an adjustment. But, you know, I got to give grace, and sometimes I got to push the gas. So, you know, as we work with each other, and you have a great perspective. And just from hearing that, I see that you understand what's going on. So, because as they say, the first year or two may be some couples their biggest struggles, because it's like a power dynamic, because they've been two individual people, and they got to give and take and yield power, energy, and all those things. And once you get past that, it's a smooth sailing. If you have a healthy marriage, let's be clear. Yes, it irons itself out. Yeah, you're just establishing yourself. and you got to see for what it is.
Right. Real quick, hey Lady J, no worries, it's good to see you. We miss you too. And shout out to my moderators, shout out to Faith, and shout out to Auntie Eva. Love you guys. Okay,
great. Doing shout outs. A1 from day one, Ashley, what's up? Haven't seen you in a minute. Okay, let me read this. I had the same habit with my ex-husband. I had to take care of the majority of things. I had to learn and lean back and relax with my wonderful husband I have now. Lady J, that is a powerful statement. And I was going to ask you, I was like, is this the new husband? So you answered it. So I'm glad to hear that you actually join with someone who you have a wonderful dynamic with.
Absolutely.
Yep. And now that you can see with your new husband, you can relax because he does have it, and you allow him to lead. So this was a great example to hear, and for the people to see.
Absolutely.
Great point.
Yep. Absolutely. Yep. Yeah. Because men always talk about, I want a wife, I want my woman to submit. I want her to submit. We can't submit to somebody that ain't no leader in real life. Like, you could act like it, you could say it, you could post it, you could shout it to the top of you, to the lungs, to the mountains if you want to. But if you're not doing it, if you really not doing it, then you're not going to get a woman that's as strong as myself and Lady J to submit. It's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen. A strong-willed women, like, you have to put into action. You have to show us. You got to make us want to submit to you. You can't just tell me you better submit, and I'm gonna be like, okay, what? What? You gonna submit to me? I am. All right. That don't even sound right. Oh. Yeah, exactly. It's 50 years. I've been on my own dealing with, little boys out here. But when you get a man that's really putting in forth the work and putting in action and actually doing it and showing that he is a leader, that's different. Yes, we want to submit to that man. We want to be passive. We want to, all that stuff. We melt. We shrivel up. We want to do that. We want the soft life in real life. We want it. Okay. Anyway.
Yeah, that's
no, I get.
No, that's good, because it's boils down to trust, and that's huge, because I get it. It's your life.
Yeah.
So I get it. That it's a lot riding on that. But let's go to the next one, because this was, to me, maybe the most interesting ex date that there is. We got Kiara with her ex Jules. It even sound like a pimp name, Jules. Jules. They meet up with Jay, and my mind was blown. Because bottom line, when I heard it, I could see it in his eyes. It's like those people, those characters that like, I don't know. From my perspective, my opinion, Jules didn't seem like a very good person. He met Kiara when she was in church. However, he's known her all her life. Kiara is maybe 2 years younger than his sister, which gives them a 9-year age difference. So he said out his own mouth, hey, she was kind of young then, so I kind of watched her over the years, pretty much till she got of age, in the church. So rewind.
Because she was an honorable servant of God.
9 years. 9 years of waiting, watching to see her develop.
He's watched her develop.
Yeah, that's the definition of grooming. Just let her get legal.
Allegedly.
I got her in the church, because like my wife just said, he brought up the humble servant, because he brought it up very sarcastically, and stating that more so really saying like she was serving him.
Right.
But she's like, why you in the church?
Him?
Right. Humble servant. Now she a little different. Like, she broke away from me. She broke away from my clutches. She broke away from me because I had her program.
Right.
And she wanted to become this independent woman without me.
Right.
And it was disturbing.
Like, she was a regular woman without the Louis bags, without all the name brand stuff. I had them when she had nothing. Like, like I was, taking care of her. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was sounding like a straight pimp. That's what he was sounding like. And then she got her own money and he couldn't pimp her out no more. Not saying that she was, Lord have mercy, let me watch my words, but you know, it just sounded like until she started to find herself and becoming the woman that she was coming into, because obviously she was very young when he was because he said as soon as she turned of age, she was like, I was on it. You know what I mean? So that makes me feel like 18 is still very young. 18 is 1 year away from 17, which could, in real life ain't legal. So 1 year does not make you a woman to me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking you still like child, like I'm gonna send you up into the world, but I'm gonna hold on to you a little bit, you know, as my daughter talking about, you know, because in real life 18 is still a child. So, and it just made me feel like that he just, Lord, I got so much more to say. I'm so sorry for cutting you off. I want
you, this is our channel, but I want you to say what you say.
I'm gonna
say
it, but I'm gonna let you finish.
I'm gonna go with this, what Auntie Eva said. This guy was so creepy. I had that in my notes, Auntie Eva. Creepy. I want to take a shower for actually listening to Jules speak about that. Listen. I'm like, it gave me the Predator vibe. That's my opinion. I'm like, what is going on? We're gonna speak on this. This is okay. So she's 18. So you're 27. This 18. Most 18-year-olds are still in high school. Let's be clear about that. So a 27-year-old man is still, you know, people normalize like, oh, you know, girls are fast and people, we did it too and all that. It still don't make it right. It don't make it right. And what we got to see a bird's eye view of his creativity. Like it was, my mind was blown. I couldn't believe, like, Ready to Love Y'all tape this. Like, but I'm glad we got an expose. And what I also liked, well, I'm gonna say not what I liked about it. What was even more alarming, Jules has not let Kiara go. Nope. He said, I'm gonna wait. He's going to wait. He's gonna wait. He's going to wait for her to see what's going on. When can he get back in? Absolutely. And I love that Jay peeped all of that. Absolutely. Like, this is definitely a red flag. Now that's what a red flag looks like. This is a red flag. That's a real red flag. And not only is he looking at Jules sideways, he's starting to look at Kiara like, I'm gonna be in the mix of this. This is who you call your friend, because Jules is nobody's friend. You can see he has bad intentions all the way down. I mean, it's crazy. So, yeah, the folks were under the impression that she was 9 years old. I didn't hear that. Well, the fact is saying that she was 2 years younger than his sister, and she said he's known her her whole life. Right. And they came up in church together. So he obviously knew her as a little girl. Right. So, yeah, we doing the numbers and giving with the numbers that they said. You know, so yeah, that was like I said, that was really alarming. And I like I said, I love that Jay had the foresight to say, I'm not gonna take on this, and I can see it right in front of my face. I'm gonna step out and just move on if that's the case. Because I mean, people, you really gotta, you know, what's that saying? When Oprah said it, whoever said it, when people show you who they are, believe them. It's right in front of your face. Facts. He wasn't hiding nothing. None of his intentions. Absolutely. How could he trust her a day around his girl? Yeah, and I think Tommy was in the men's lounge and he said something about what she was 9 or something like that. So I think that's what like clinged to us. I mean, she could have been 11, she could have been 13. It don't matter. At the end of the day, she was still underage. And he said that he had his eyes on her and he was waiting for her to get old enough. You know what I'm saying? He said it. Regardless of the fact, it doesn't matter how old she was obviously underage, and he made that comment, which was very inappropriate. I felt like, you know, like, I don't know, like if that was your daughter or your sister or, you know, your niece, and if you heard a man say that about someone close to you, I don't think that would like really sit well with you. And that's how like I kind of took it, like, you know, and for him to just be like, I'm just gonna sit and wait though until like she decides she wants to come around until we could like be together, you know. And then Jay was like he don't got nobody else tucked in the pocket.
Like he just gonna sit and wait for her. And I remember the first thing I said to myself when he said that is, in real life, if she deal with this dude, like he's worse than the baby daddy. Like he's worse. My thing is if I'm gonna date you, I gotta deal with this dude. And she like, oh, I don't know why he talking about that. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was on money or whatever, and you know that he was still in love with me or whatever. Like, why did he even bring that up? Like, oh God, he was supposed to be there for me. Like, what man in their right mind would want to deal with you if they know that they got to deal with him because you talking about that's my homie, that's my boy, you're telling me pretty much you're not gonna let him go. He is gonna be there in my life, and if you deal with me, you're gonna have to deal with him too. That's what I got from it. I absolutely would have looked at that as a red flag. I'd have been like, yo, if you still gonna have this man in your life, unfortunately, I'm not gonna be able to be in your life. The best thing for her to do is if whoever she gonna date and deal with moving forward, she don't tell them about what's his name? Jules the pimp,
allegedly.
Yeah. So don't mention Jules. Don't talk about Jules. Jules is not your friend. He does not have your best interest at heart. Not even since you was a little girl. So just move forward, and that's just what it is. But you know, until something happens, or until I don't know, like something has to happen for her to like really maybe see it or realize it. Maybe she'll watch the episode back and see how creepy it was. Maybe she'll see the comments on Black Twitter. I don't know, but I hope that she really sees like that's a problem. That's not cool, and you shouldn't really have somebody like that and you calling them your friend. Like, I don't know, maybe you just need to reevaluate, because I know, girl, you know you're beautiful. You seem like you have a great head on your shoulders. I'm sure you got other friends that you can call on. Yeah, but I think you need to go ahead and retire that friendship, because that's not a friendship, boo. That's something else.
Not at all. And she was in the moment recognized, like, you failed me. This is not what it was supposed to happen. Absolutely. You're not supposed to profess your love here for me. You're supposed to give the perspective of who I was or the type of person I am. Not like, because what he was doing, he was like asserting himself in a position like, I'm gonna be here, Jay, I'm gonna be here, and I'm still in love with her, and I will wait to the end of time, like Prince.
But I'm so glad, like you said, I'm so glad that Jay recognized that, because like in the commentary, he could have went on the green screen and he could have said a bunch of other stuff, because we all know, like, producers, when they sitting there asking you the questions, they ask you a lot of questions. But I'm so glad that they obviously asked him the right question, and they showed it on camera on the show. And he was like, yeah, if she gonna deal with him, like, I can't do it. Like, that's not cool. That's not right. I ain't trying to, be backdoor to no dude, especially him. Like, he's never gonna go away, and he ain't for it. And I commend Jay for stepping up and being the bigger person and saying that, because I don't think no man should have to deal with it. I don't think she should have to deal with it, honestly. So
I mean, like I said, usually I think it's a lot of fluff going on in these Meet the Exes, but I'm gonna say the exes that we got, it was really transparent. Like, we go from Cisco meeting up with Shawnee's ex, Augie, and I mean, the flags are flying, they on fire. Shawnee saying, well, Augie's the only guy that I could meet with that wasn't gonna punch Cisco in the face.
Like,
can we pause? Can we
stop?
What
kind of people
what is going on? So, because Augie wasn't going to punch Cisco in the face,
that's why you picked him?
Because he's from college. So I guess he's so far removed. Right,
and she like almost 50, right?
She's in her early 40s. So,
okay. Well, that's like
from 18
30
to
years ago.
40. We can't get someone.
Or 20,
It's over 25 years. Yep, over 25 years. Woo. So from then on, we couldn't get one of your exes to come on to give a perspective. So, woo. I mean, that says something in itself.
Yeah.
And then not only that, it just like the whole conversation, like, it went left. To me, who kicked it off? It was, to me, Cisco. Because he was saying, he started mentioning like his other connections.
Absolutely.
And even, I'm no ready to love expert. I'm just a commenter, a content creator. However, I know it's a mistake on TV and in life to mention other connections. because you're there, you're focused on your connection with that person. And Cisco brought up, well, you know, I got a few connections, I got a few other ones.
Should have never brought them up.
From that point on, the X date went left.
Absolutely.
So, you know, and Augie wants to know, like, well, who's this connection he's talking about? He's talking about Kiera. Oh, is she? How she look? Shawnee's like, oh, she cute.
She cute. Mm-hmm.
Cisco like, cute. Oh, she's beautiful. She's gorgeous. She's the best thing since sliced bread. I've never seen a woman so beautiful in my life. I'm like, do he know what date he on? You're pretty much professing your love, your admiration, your emotions to someone who you're trying to build and learn a connection with. And I'm like,
that's exactly how I would have responded. I would have just started laughing. I would have been like, then why are you here with me then? If she's so beautiful, if she's so amazing, if she's so, you need to, you should have told the producers that you only wanted, why are you here with me? Because I said she was cute and you got offended. You got upset. Like you was ride or die for your boo-boo. You know what I'm saying? I was like, the energy. Like, where is all this energy coming from? It was a lot. Yeah, I would have absolutely gotten offended. I would have been like, well, he can go head on. After this date, like, I'm good. Like, yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe we're not going to talk about it right now. We're going to talk about it in the end. But Cisco needs to be at a job fair or a meeting with the job recruiters. His priorities are in disarray. Listen, I have already I gave it to you.
What you
my
give
2
me?
cents about Cisco, honey.
Oh, well, that's funny that you said that, Lady J, because now I don't know if it's from the break or that Cisco actually went to a job fair or recruiting. He went on ZipRecruiter. The fact that now his new title is diversionary liaison.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means. I never heard of that job. I don't know what kind of degree you need to have or what field to specialize in. But Cisco is now not a trainer at the local Planet Fitness. He's a divisionary liaison. Might be working France or something. Liaison. You know, so yeah. Something going on.
Yep. Because in real life, I don't know. We're gonna talk about it. I'm not gonna talk about it right now because we're not there yet. But Cisco, child, I just don't know. Because Cisco, he don't have a place to stay. Cisco don't have a job. Cisco don't have a car. Cisco don't have, what else Cisco don't have? Whatever it is, he don't got that either. So I just, at this point, I'm just like, like, you know, I mean, I just don't know, you know, like he takes his shirt off a lot. I know that. I know he got a lot of muscles and he likes to show his muscles. But other than that, I don't really know I know he's been on like a couple of, he has done extra in movies and stuff like that. I know that. But other than that, and, you know, and ironically, Tay, she saw that in the beginning. We're going to talk about it. We saw that in the beginning where it was kind of like a red, you know, flag to her. She was like, he's not stable. Like, I'm looking for someone that's more stable. I'm looking for, you know, someone like that I can have a foundation with and build something with. And, you know, I can't do it. And, you know, he talked to her and he, you know, he convinced her and, you know, and I guess she back into it now. But in real life, yeah, like I don't even know. And he, you know, gave a couple of great stories about, you know, his past and, you know, his upbringing, and I appreciate all that. But in real life, Shawnee's is like, she's like good. Like Shawnee's got her crap together. I don't know if you guys know like any of the back end and kind of remember the things that she does, but Shawnee's got it going on. She is a very, very, like, what's the word? Like established woman,
yes.
You know, so it just was odd to me. I was like, well, maybe she just needs a bracelet, you know, and she's like, I don't need him to have anything because I got everything, you know what I mean? So I don't know, but he's, attaching himself to Tay. I don't know why. I have my reasons, but I feel like we're gonna see that come later on in the show. But
so let's go to the next day. We got
yeah.
Cam and Sahar, and now we have a new pattern.
Hey, D Brown.
It's called the X-less date. So Sahar shows up, but she's like, my ex, he's not here. He passed away. And I'm thinking, was that your only ex? But she's pretty much stating that she's here to answer any questions. She'll give him all the insight, in which any date, when it's exless, because that's an assignment, bring your ex. I guess somebody, the guy who had a crush on you in the 3rd grade, somebody.
Listen.
Not just show up and say, you know what? They don't need to be here. I'll give you the whole perspective.
Yeah,
that's
give us
cool.
Somebody that can give us some insight. Just like, and we're going to put it out there, whatever. Like when I met with Walter's ex, like that wasn't his ex. That was just somebody that he used to, see every now and then. You know what I'm saying? So, and that wasn't his ex, but he found somebody, and I appreciated that. And I felt like they could have found somebody to bring. So for at least, and this is the first time out of Ready to Love history that I think this many people did not bring an ex, because usually because I told them, I was like, I don't really got no ex. They was like, you don't got nobody? I was like, no, I don't got nobody. They was like, no, you don't got no, like you could bring somebody, it don't really got to be an ex. Like, you know what I'm saying? So they could have brought somebody. I felt like them women was in a group chat and they was like, girl, you gonna bring somebody? And the other girl was like, nah, I ain't trying to bring nobody. And the other girl was like, I ain't trying to bring nobody either. And they was like, yeah, we just gonna tell them they was all toxic. No exes. Like what? Like they used to harass us and was like, no, you got to bring somebody. Okay. So I just thought that was weird to not have that many exes, like Sahara was like, she said one of her exes had passed. I'm like, what about the other exes? Like nobody? And then what's Dion? What's her name? The firefighter lady. She didn't have an ex.
Yeah, we don't want to go there too fast.
And we not there yet?
Yeah, we're not there yet. We're not there yet. So, with Sahar, she's pretty much saying like, she's the homegirl. And I get that. I think that's where she gets that rough exterior, because that's how she's treated. Maybe that's how she presents. Maybe that's what she was made into. I don't know. But we get it now. She's the homie.
She said she not gonna bring a raggedy ex.
She not bringing no right.
I get it, Tina.
What's their name? Not important. I had to go back in my memory. My wife was telling me somebody, and I was like, "Who is that?" He's like, "Walter." I was like, "What's that? Who's that?" I had to think about it. I
forgot. When Walter brought the girl with the long fingernails to the date. I was like, who? And everybody was like, Sabrina ain't asked no questions. She ain't even get into it. I was like, and I had to explain to y'all so many times that I asked that lady so many questions. And then I finally gave her the energy that I gave her. They was like, do you have any other questions? And they didn't show the whole date. I asked that lady so many questions. And then towards the end of the day, they was like, you have any more questions? I was like, no, I don't got no more questions. Because after I asked her all these questions, like, how did y'all meet? When did y'all meet? How long did y'all date? Did y'all do this? Why did y'all not deal with each other no more? What broke it up? Was he a good boyfriend? Was he a good friend? Did he communicate? I asked this lady so many things. And then at the end of the whole date, I said, so y'all never dated? They was like, no, we never dated. We just like smash. And I was like, check, please. I was like, she not even the girlfriend. She like the homie lover friend. I was like, and then they only showed that part. They were like, Sabrina, like, do you have any more questions? I was like, no, I don't got no more questions. And then everybody was like, look, this was her opportunity to find out about Watson's ex. She ain't even ask him nothing, y'all. Oh my God. I was like, y'all are tripping, but whatever. So yeah, they could have brought somebody. That's all I'm saying. You ain't had to bring an ex, but you could have brought somebody. But anyway.
So yeah, pretty much Cam covered for Sahara, saying like, well, maybe it's not you. You just need a guy to, I guess, let you live your soft life. But I think Sahara's beyond that. I know people can change, but Sahara looks like she's straight from Philly, always gonna be from Philly, and that's going what it's gonna be. You know, she out here surviving these mean Philly streets. So yeah, I don't know. That one that might be done. But go to the next one. Rose is with Hussein. He meets her ex Kaylin, and it's a double date. Not only is Hussein coming, Cam is coming as well. And at this point, the date is very interesting. We learned that Rose.
Oh my God.
Rose. No, that's not a bad thing. Thelma's great.
I know she is.
but you funny about names and stuff. Yeah,
like call people with their name.
So yeah, Rose has been friends with Kaylin for over 13 years, and this was her recent ex. And that's a little touchy.
Like in October.
Yeah, like that's her last ex. So she's been friends with him over 13 years. Right. So obviously they're going to be close. They're still going to be friends, and everything's going to be peachy keen. And I don't know if I would like that either. And the guys are kind of looking to find out why. Like, this woman is so great. Kaylin is singing her praises. She does everything. The worst thing she does is take care of you when you're sick. When you're sick, she will not let up. And their guys are looking like,
right. So, like, what's the bad stuff? Cam was like, because I'm coming into this day, I'm trying to see what's wrong with her because she can't be that perfect. And the dude just made her look even more perfecter.
Yeah. They was trying to dig up some dirt, but they was like, at this point, like, he's just trying to sell her to us.
Yeah.
Like, she's the most one. Like, so if she's so wonderful, why aren't you with her?
That's what I said.
And then he says, well, I didn't have time for her.
Yeah.
I got 3 kids, so I don't really have the time for her.
Like, dude, you had 3 kids before you started dating her.
Who knows? He might have been making the 3 kids along. You know, they've known each other for 13 years. Right. Who knows when these kids came? But obviously the kids were present. So he just figured out that he had 3 kids and he didn't have time.
He just figured out
he didn't have time to dedicate to his new woman that is so wonderful and perfect.
Maybe he had 3 women pregnant at the same time. We don't know. Like Nell. Like Nell on Love and Husband, she had 2 grandchildren within 5 months.
Right. Okay. That's a great example.
You just don't know.
So yeah, at that point, you gotta say, what? When his kids grow up, is he gonna try again like Jules? Is he gonna still be locked in? So those are red flags as well. So I get the thought of pausing, because you shouldn't, like, trying to get to know somebody. You shouldn't be so quick to throw a person away like, oh, this is a red flag. You just look for more context. If you're interested in this person, just do a little more investigation and watching and waiting. You know, not like Jules, but just, trying to figure things out. So I get where their concern is coming from.
Jules, creepy. I got my big eye on you. I got the big eye on you.
The humble servant.
Yeah.
She prayed a lot to me. We had a lot of Bible studies. But anyway, let's go on to Cisco and Khalil. They're having a double date with Tay. Guess what we got again? Another exless date.
Girl, you bringing your ex? No, I told you I ain't bringing. Oh, we gonna tell the producers that we don't got no ex. They with this toxic. We ain't. Girl, I ain't bringing no raggedy ex. That's what they said too with Tina Bree. Bringing no raggedy ex on TV. They are ex for a reason.
And I'm starting to believe it from our Ready to Love expert. These women are in the group chat talking about, don't bring your ex. You ain't got to bring them. Just tell them that they was toxic. They were toxic. Everybody's toxic. Except me, though. I'm not toxic. Everybody else is toxic. So Tay on the double date pretty much saying, well, I'll tell you what you want to know the same way. But she kind of did tell them what they needed to know. And I was shocked that she was so transparent, because she pretty much said that when it comes to confrontation, and I don't want to get anybody mixed up with the word confrontation, doesn't mean a fight. It means like you're confronting a problem. And when you confront a problem with Tay, she gets defensive. She says, hey, why are you yelling at me? Why are we talking about this? That's a problem. That's a red flag, because that's key in communication. If there is an issue, instead of running or fleeing or disconnecting, you got to talk about it. You got to talk. So Tay tells you, I'm not going to talk about it. I don't want that. And not only that, it appears, it's my opinion, she's a tit for tat. She's matching energy instead of working the problem out. So again, for me, you failed Tommy's assignment. Tommy said bring an ex, just saying that they're toxic. And but you know what? I'm gonna give Tay some grace. Tay not only said her ex was toxic, but she said, hey, respectfully, the other guys that were my exes are in with other women. Absolutely. So I get that, because who wants to? I know some people had some flack about coming on the show and praising another woman they're not with, and they're probably with somebody. That's a problem at home.
I wish you would say you going on a TV show for one of your exes. I'd be like, when we leaving? When we leaving?
Yeah, we like, want to do a triple date.
Absolutely. Well, just to let y'all know, this is my ex, but this is his current wife, so it's a package deal. So they're both here with me to talk.
And I'll just say, you know how we shout out our contenders that we respect the work, and I'm going to quote, because this isn't mine, as the YouTuber Jasmine W says, I don't know if my exes have survived the winter storm. They're gone. I don't know. It's a ghost. It's memory. It's a dust. I don't know. It's not my concern. Get somebody else to do it. It's not my business.
Yeah, I'm just playing, y'all. Y'all know I ain't about that life in real life. Y'all know I just be talking. We ain't going nowhere. He ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. Get somebody else to do it.
So
everybody got a bunch of more than one ex.
So Tay, like I said, she pretty much told herself that she has communicative issues within a relationship, and the guys see that. But what I'm gonna say,
the right questions though. That's why they asked. Yeah, they wanted more. So hey, Mari,
you got some good eyes. I had to put it. Yeah. So hit that thumbs up. So like, I like that Cisco peeped it. Tay is giving that energy to Khalil. Yeah, it's like he's like, dang, did I shoot myself in the foot, open my mouth too soon? I didn't threw away and fought for the love of Tay right in front of Shanice, and Tay is feeling Khalil.
And that's exactly how it works. Woo! When you not being genuine for real.
Yeah, it's like all the eggs in one basket, and he knows that, like, at this point, I have some concerns.
Yeah.
So
absolutely,
it's crazy. So let's head on to another date, and let me guess, what kind of date is this? Another exless date. We got Cam and Angie, and a part of me doesn't know that, like, all these people have these connections. I don't know. I didn't know Cam and Angie had something, but it kind of feels like Angie got something going on with all of them. Even Eddie's gone. Just, and Angie says the reason that she didn't show up with her son's father is that she's not ready. She needs to see more layers of Cam. However, every other sentence leads to something sexual, a lot of innuendo. So I'm confused. I'm like,
I'm not.
What's the message? You're not ready for him to get that deep in your life. You have this wonderful
she
connection.
Ready to get deep.
She's all in with Hussein, and they connected, but every sentence she's throwing Cam some passes, and she want to get connected. She want to get close with Cam, but don't want to get close with Cam. So, what's your thoughts on that?
Well, go back to what Lady J said. That's my thoughts right there. Lady J summed it all up. And
which one?
You just hit it. Okay. She summed it up.
Khalil got a job, a car, and a roof.
Yeah, that's it. That's very attractive. Okay? It's very attractive. Way more attractive than a couple of muscles. I'll tell you that.
I'm talking about Cam and Angie.
Oh.
Cam and Angie, the little fire.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. I'm pretty that. Yeah, that's it. I said it. Yeah, she want to get deep.
She want to get deep.
Yeah.
But not deep.
Yeah.
She want to get deep, but not deep.
That's just what it is.
So it's more sexual energy
and
going
then too,
on.
I feel like, everybody knows in the premise of the show. In real life, the more suitors you have, the longer you get to stay on the show. Because at the end of the day, if you have 3 people that's voting for you to get off, but you got 5 people that's feeling you, then for the most part, you're safe. So I just feel like at this point it's survival for the fittest. So she doing what she got to do to stay into the game. But I do feel like that she does have a connection with Cam. It's more sexual than, I guess an emotional connection that she's building with Hussein.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I feel like she's more connected, but I just think that was a bad move on her end, because now she's not going to have that one extra vote. Because think about it. At the end of the day, we all know, and I know we're in 10 seasons now. Come on, the men be talking. What makes you think that he wasn't going to go back to the men's lounge and tell them, yeah, I met with her, baby daddy or whatever, but I didn't meet with her baby daddy. Like, what made her think that they wasn't going to talk about it and that was going to be okay? So, she kind of failed herself in that situation. I feel like at the end of the day, the dude was already in town. He was already meeting one of your dudes. Just give him the heads up. That's your baby daddy. Like, y'all have history. Just be like, look, these are the 2 dudes that, like, you want a TV show, like I'm here with. So I want you to sit and talk to both of them and just fill them out and just tell me what you think. That's all she had to say. You know what I'm saying? So, because in real life, I don't care how much of a connection you feel you have with Hussein. I'm so sorry because I don't like getting names wrong. I don't care how much of a connection she feels that she has with Hussein, because guess what? She's known them the same amount of time. So it don't matter. You know what I mean? He could have met both. So I felt like that was the excuse. What really happened? Did the dude have to fly back out? Like, what happened? What is the real reason why you didn't want him to meet with him? Like, don't make an excuse up. And I'm not saying that is an excuse. I don't know the real story. I don't know. I wasn't there. All I'm saying is that's all she had to present it. It's not like this was the man she was about to marry and he's about to be the stepdad to their son. So you have to meet this man. You know what I mean? He could have met both. That's just my opinion.
Okay, and I get that. And like I said, at the same time, Angie was just throwing it at Cam, and he wasn't even feeling it. He like, this is what I used to do. Or, we jump off the sexual thing early. I'm trying to build something.
Yeah.
And every sentence you have, that was even off-putting to her. Because, like, excuse me, Angie's just setting herself up to get used. If that's what she wants. Ready to get used? I don't know.
And
if that's what she wants.
A lot of women do that, because a lot of women, absolutely, they lead with their body. They lead with that sexual energy because she feels like maybe that Cam is one of those men that she can put it on the hook. A little bit of this, a little bit of breasts hanging out, a little bit of sex talk, a little bit of, I'm going to put it on the hook and I'm going to throw it out and hope that he take the bite, but not everybody is like that. All men aren't like that. And I just feel like he just happens to be one of them, because if so, he could have been like, yeah, the ex ain't come, but I feel like me and her, you know what I'm saying? We got a little bit closer, you know what I'm saying? Like, he could have had that energy, but he didn't. He said he wasn't feeling that. And that's just, what I saw. So I could be wrong. But, at the end of the day, it is what it is, because I know what Hussein, she's a little bit different with him. And maybe she realizes because they don't have an emotional connection, her and Cam, she has to lead with that. And her and Hussein has that connection. Like, I got you a keychain. This is the keychain that I gave my son. And I wanted to give this to you so you can give it to your son. You know what I mean? So I feel like that she's had time to build that, and that's what she thinks. And she, is just going with that. And I think that she's just doing it all wrong. So that's just my take.
Yeah, and before I get off of that, I don't want to let Cam off the hook totally, because at the same time, he doing the love bombing thing. Like, I could just do this all day, just look at you. You're so ravishing.
Absolutely, but we wasn't talking about Cam. We was talking about Angie. So we could talk about Cam, and I can give my 2 cents about that now.
yeah, that's what I'm about to say. At the same time, he was blocking it, wasn't feeling it, but he was like, yeah, we can skip dinner. I can eat you up here right here for dessert, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So at the same time,
and maybe that's why she leads with that, because he was giving that type of energy. You know what I mean? So, but
great perspective.
Yeah,
great
perspective.
Absolutely. So let's go to the last date. So we have Naeem, which I forgot about because, you know, I wouldn't think
Naeem, that's his name.
The last date, the guy with the 5 kids. He got 3 baby moms.
Is that his name?
His name is Naeem.
Oh.
Naeem. He's meeting with Deanna, but he's also having a double date with Khalil. Khalil's like popping up on everybody's date. Mm-hmm. And it's a new pattern. Mm-hmm. We're waiting for the ex. The ex is nowhere to be found. Girl, the ex is nowhere to be found. Why? Because he was toxic. He was so toxic. He might have followed her to the date. So we gotta watch out. Watch your back. Watch the door. One of y'all should sit over here. One of y'all sit over there. Make sure the ex don't roll up in here on this outside boating date. That's why I ain't even want to go outside, so I can see everything. The ex might be here. He's toxic. He's toxic. So they Yep, Naeem. Yeah, they ain't really be showing him because I'm surprised that a father of 5. But shout out to all the involved fathers. The father of 5 with 3 different baby mamas is looking for one more. One more sexy single in Philly. He needs one more.
He might not be looking for another baby mama. He might be looking for his wife this time. It's different.
Oh, like Eddie, he needs a babysitter. Maybe so. Maybe not a cleaner. Maybe a cleaner and a babysitter. I don't know. But anyway, they meet with Deanna. The ex was toxic. That's why the chair is empty. Ex was just too toxic. She couldn't do it. And at this point, again, I told you I don't get with, well, I can give you the whole perspective from my ex, even though they're not here. But I'm gonna tell you, Deanna did tell on herself. It was like, I don't think we're together because I'm a runner. I run. Oh, I'm a runner. I'm a runner. I run away from conflict. Star. Yeah, she's out of here. She's gone. She's moving. Soon as conflict show up, she's out. She's not ready to love. Mm-hmm. She's not ready to love. Mm-hmm. And you know, at this point, her ex was like walking on eggshells because it sounds like Deanna's the toxic one, especially when she showed up to that date with her pants with the slits on it, and the guys are all talking about booty. It's just like, what are we showing up here to do? What are we showing up here to do?
He said, I could have looked at her all day or something. What did he say?
Right. He sure could. And then I liked how Naeem called her out. He said, so you're a scorekeeper. And I like that. And because if you look back at one of our videos, my wife said that we weren't married yet, but she was saying that how she enjoys in our healthy relationship that we don't keep score. And that is important, not to keep score, because that's you're writing everything down that somebody did or didn't do. Mm-hmm. It sounds like you're looking to fail somebody instead of work and grow with somebody. You don't do that if you're going to be successful. I promise you that. So yeah, Naeem deemed her the scorekeeper, and we see now that possibly this is just an opinion that Deanna may be that red flag.
She absolutely is.
She may be that red flag
because she said, before I even communicate with these people, before I even have a conversation with them about the flags, she like, I'm gonna give you 3 chances. I'm gonna give you 3 chances to hang yourself before I even have a conversation with you. And then if you do it again the 3rd time, then I'm leaving you. I'm out. It's over. And he like, dang, before we even talk about it, she like, yeah, I'm good.
And she stood on it.
That's nuts.
She stood on it. The true definition of a scorekeeper. She's waiting for you to mess up so she can run.
Yeah, that's horrible.
And not communicating to you.
She's gonna be single forever.
Yeah, you know, I was thinking that she just
nobody perfect out this joint.
I just thought that she didn't bring an ex because all the firefighters were on duty that day. I didn't know. But you know, that's fine. They was toxic. But anyway, let's go into the men's deliberation because you know they're in the vault or whatever, and they're trying to find out what went on with all the dates. And the same thing, it's a theme going on. Like, hey, the ex didn't show up. But what it was a surprise where Hussein mentioned he mentioned that he got to meet what's her name again? I forgot her name. Hussein went on a date. He went on a date with Angie. He went on a date with Angie.
It's hard for me to remember.
It is.
Name.
Listen,
it's hard for me to remember all of them.
I'm proud that we've gotten this far because we have to study.
Listen, we was taking our notes. We take notes, y'all. Like in real life.
We don't know
like, what's her name
these people. Then you give me a 6-month break, and then we come back and pick up like it never left.
Listen.
Yeah. So it's revealed in the men's meeting that, hey, Hussein met Angie's baby daddy. And Cam looking sideways like,
you got to meet him?
You got to meet him? I'm feeling some kind of way. I'm feeling slighted, which I understood. Because it looks like appears that he's really into trying to build something with him. And it's like, why not me? So I get that. Mm-hmm. But it's the same thing. Everybody's not half of the people not showing up with the exes. All kind of red flags flying around, Jules, the pimp,
alleged.
Okay, I gotta say it. This is my PR person. I'm gonna let her say alleged for. I'm just gonna listen. I'm gonna say what I say. She gonna give me the disclaimer.
We're doing better. We're good. We're good. Because you're saying what you're saying more. Because before, I was still under contract and whatnot. I was still attached to some things. So now.
So yeah, I mean, it just went on. They discussed all the red flags going on the dates, which we already discussed and heard. So the bottom two are Shawnice and Angie. Mm-hmm. So we get it why Shawnice is going on, because like her and Cisco, I guess Cisco was her last opportunity to find love on this show, and he's not even feeling. He has expressed his love for Tay. Tay is his woman, his queen, his everything. So she don't have a chance. So she's out. And then Angie coming up. Angie's coming up because she has a conflict with Cam, and he's not really feeling that. Hey, she's really being into me. But what I didn't know about Shawnice is that she was sending those copy and paste texts out. Good morning, King. Good morning. Greetings. Good morning, King. From Zamunda.
Salutations.
Yes. But everybody was getting. So I
Namaste.
Get that. Yeah. So
Namaste.
I started to get the feel like she was moving like one of the guys.
Yeah.
One of them copy paste. We see one on like pretty much every season. Mm-hmm. Like they're going off a handbook.
And it's normally handbook. A guy.
Yes.
It's not a female.
Yep. And that's how she moves. So that's what we're looking at on the last thing. We're looking at a eliminate with Shawnice, and we're looking at a eliminate with Angie. Mm-hmm. And that was pretty much it. Because we do cliffhangers here. Mm-hmm. So
yep. So let us know how you guys feel. I know a lot of people are going to be part of the replay gang. Let us know down in the comment section how you feel about Ready to Love, how you feel about the break. Are you guys not interested in Ready to Love? Because it's a lot of people that have been saying like, we going to watch the reviews, but we not going to watch the show. We're going to watch y'all because we support. Like some people just... Like if they're done, they're done. Like I even had somebody comment on one of my videos, like, I don't even watch Love and Marriage anymore. I'm not going to watch Love and Marriage. I'm not interested in Love and Marriage in Huntsville. Guess what? I'm going to unsubscribe from your channel. Not even not watch you. I'm going to unsubscribe from your channel until you're done reviewing Love and Marriage Huntsville. And then I'm going to resubscribe when you're done. Like people are serious about this stuff, man. That is crazy to me. But anyway, how are you feeling about it? Are you done with Ready to Love? You ain't watching the reviews. You ain't watching the show. You don't want to hear nothing about it. Like, how are you feeling? Because I really honestly feel like the people that are done with Ready to Love, like they're done. with Ready to Love. I feel like they lost a lot of fans, a lot of viewers. They lost a lot of people that even review the show. Give us your 2 cents on like how you feel. I see Auntie Eva, she put up like, this is the dumbest thing that OWN production has done, you know, taking a 4-month break on a dating show. But the thing is they waited a whole year, because I know when on my season, which was Ready to Love DC, they literally went to Ready to Love Potomac, not even 30 days, not even 60 days.
It was like 2 weeks.
Yeah,
real.
exactly.
Yep.
We didn't even have a break. Like, people were still trying to review us. And the new season was already starting, and I was like, what the heck? And then ironically, the next season has a whole nother Sabrina on it, and people was talking about Sabrina, and Peter was like, no, which Sabrina? And it got confusing. Like, it was so crazy how they went back to back to back to back, and now we can't even get them to show it once a year. And then you want to show it, it's only 12 episodes in a season, and you want to split it up. It really makes me wonder why they did it. It had, I don't know, they already had the footage. Maybe one of the production team, maybe they quit. Maybe the editors, maybe they quit. I mean, they lost the film footage. I don't know. Something had to have happened.
Maybe they were worried about the summer break, you know, because ratings dropped down dramatically, and normally they come back at a different time. Like how in your season, like they started somewhere near the fall or summer.
They did.
Fall.
We started in September.
Exactly.
We were done
so
like
you
January.
run exactly. So if this one started in March, it will be running into summer.
But they had a whole year. They could have started in the fall of the year before.
Maybe, like you said, maybe wasn't ready. Do you all catch Heart and Hustle Friday night on? It was pretty good. We're gonna have to check it out, Tina.
We saw a little bit of it.
Yeah, just a few minutes. But it's definitely worth checking out. You know what?
Absolutely.
I was waiting on the other Houston show with like the Realtor family. I can't remember the name.
Got the name of it.
It's something about, I'm waiting on that
it's
one.
It's like a whole family, and they had a grandmother that owned a bunch of land, and they were trying to split the land up. And so if y'all can remember that show, we were waiting for that one to come back too.
Okay. Maybe they're struggling to cast people.
But that doesn't have anything to do with the season like we're on now. Like, they've already filmed this season. It's not like they stopped filming and then they picked up filming for this season. They filmed this entire season.
Well, at this point, we don't really know. Why I asked why they dropped the ball, and the people are screaming out that this was a terrible idea to do it like that. We've waited all this time to cut us in half and disappoint. So, it's a problem.
Yeah, like even Love and Marriage DC. Like, are they going to bring that back? That's been gone for almost a year, too.
You're right.
In real life.
Yep, that's a good point. Like, what's going on with OWN? Like I said, you got to understand, people, they're going to only hang on for so long. People, you should be dying to give these people content that want to see your show.
Absolutely.
You like, we're going to get to the next one and the next one and the next one.
Right.
So something is missing.
Yeah, like even Tommy had his throat issue, you know, where he, you know, had that scare, and he ended up getting surgery and got the thing removed from his neck. And not to get too deep into it, because I don't want the algorithms because we keep saying the C word. But even when Tommy had that going on, they didn't take this long of a break. Like, they were still bam, bam, bam. And this man was fighting the whole situation.
Right.
You know? So it was just kind of odd. But anyway, yeah, me too. But definitely let us know your thoughts. Always let us know too if it's any other shows that you want us to review. I know you guys have said a couple. I know we had talked about King's Court. Any shows that you think that you might want us to see us review over on the Sabrina and JDUB channel, you want to go ahead and let them know about that? Because I did in the beginning when we first started.
And it's my turn. So next week will be the last week where you'll be able to view our lives and videos on our individual channels. It's JDUB and Sabrina Soul. If you're interested in watching our reviews of shows, you must come over to Sabrina and JDUB, subscribe so you can get that good content that we'll be putting out every single week. So next week will be the last week. So I mean, you're right here right now. Go ahead and subscribe. Sabrina and JDUB.
I was getting ready to say, let me see if I can pull it up real quick.
She gonna pull it up real quick.
Y'all gonna have to be patient. You are funny.
I can't see nothing. I can't see either. It's like LASIK.
I know. We're gonna do it though real quick. Okay. We're gonna do it real quick. I hope it's gonna be okay. They're gonna be there. They're gonna be there. Sabrina and Jay. I'm gonna put the link up for y'all real quick. Sabrina and JDUB, so you guys can share channel, copy. All right, here we go. She said she not watching King's Court either. Oh shoot, it's not letting me. Oh, how do you copy? Copy is Command C. I got this iMac, child. I'm trying to get used to it. Command V. Ha!
I wouldn't have known that. Technical support. There is the link in the chat.
Boom.
We're here. You're here. It's 49 of us. Go ahead. Just go ahead and subscribe over to Sabrina and JDUB. Yep. You want to see us
right now, subscribe, because after next week, guys, next week you will see us on It's JDUB, you will see us on Miss Sabrina Soul, and you'll see us on Sabrina and JDUB. But after next week, it's the last week, we're only going to be over on Sabrina and JDUB's channel doing the reality TV reviews.
Subscribe
now, because y'all are gonna be over here like, they said they was gonna be consistent. I knew them heifers wasn't gonna be back. They said for the last 6 months they was gonna come back, and they never came back. And I think we've been pretty consistent. We even added another show to the roster.
This train is moving.
Yes,
we doing
it.
We doing it.
Yep. So we are gonna probably add another show. We still kind of waiting to see like what you guys say. Like we do get random comments here and there saying which shows. Just like a lot of people were saying they watch King's Court, and you know, Auntie Eve was like she doesn't watch King's Court. People were saying they not watching Ready to Love. They not doing Love in Huntsville. So we just trying to find shows to review and to kind of get back into it with you guys, because we're back. I will be on my channel. I'm going to be doing lifestyle videos. I'm going to be doing like skincare regimens. Shout out to me. Make sure it's Leo season to let you know. My birthday is in 17 days. So if you want to cash at me, you can cash app $ Miss Sabrina Soul. I'm going to be, you could send me $5. You could send me $50. You could send me how much ever. Because guess what? Sabrina is going to be 50 on August the 20th. And so that's my birthday. I'm about to be 50, y'all. 50. This is what 50 years old look like.
No, it don't. This is exceptional.
This is what 50-year-olds look like. So if y'all are interested in like me, because I'm gonna be coming on live, I'm gonna be talking about that, like skincare, like regimens, like self-care, peace, love, harmony, namaste, honey, positive energy, positive lifestyle. I'm gonna be giving y'all like my cooking recipes, like the things that I eat, like for my skin, all that stuff, because like I have a whole new perspective on life, because in real life people are like, how does your skin look like this? How are you that? How are you this? And in real life it starts inside out. It depends on what you're putting into your body, and that matters literally. Like I got this man eating raw carrots almost every day. Slices of ginger root, like we eat ginger root raw pieces every day. Like it's a whole new like lifestyle out here, and look, it shows. Like I'm a living proof, you know what I mean? So anyway, if you guys are interested in following my journey with that, definitely I'm going to start posting too, but I wanted to kind of get you guys like understanding where we're going to be with each channel. I know a lot of people are like, oh, she's only doing like love and marriage, let me not subscribe. But then a lot of people are saying, oh, I thought you were going to only do that, you're going to be doing this. Sorry, I unsubscribed, but I'm going to resubscribe to you. So it's a whole bunch of stuff going on. It's crazy on these YouTube streets. But anyway, I would really love it if you follow my journey to 50 and over, guys. And that's going to be starting in 17 days. I'm so excited to share with you guys. I love you guys so much. Thank you for like following us on this journey as well. But definitely make sure you guys subscribe. It's down in the chat for Sabrina and JDUB. Sabrina, you look great and always have my girl. Oh, thank you. I love you guys. I'm excited for it all. Just a younging. Yes, skincare needed. Married at First Sight. Oh, we're definitely going to be reviewing Married at First Sight as well. I can't wait till Love is Blind comes back too, because we're going to be reviewing that as well. Sabrina, you could pass for early 30s. Great. And I want to show you guys all that stuff, everything that I've been doing. I want to just share it and just talk to you guys about it, because it's really like what you put into your body, the conversations you have, the people in your life, the food that you eat, your mental state, the way you wake up in the morning, like everything, all that stuff matters. It really does. And just blocking out all this negativity and the toxicity and social media, and it can start, but you got to start, and it takes just one day to start. And if I could like help you guys like get to the point of where I am, this is what 50 looks like. Okay. The hair is growing and further, just yes, everything. So, and I'm happy. Yeah. And this is and this is one of my biggest reasons why in having a healthy relationship. But anyway, enough about me.
Because I told her I'm going to lead her and she's going to be happy. She's going to be happy, have a good life and a soft life.
Yep. And he meant that. He meant that, guys, in real life. And we can talk, more about it if you guys want us to come on to talk about relationships and being a leader and women, kind of letting the man lead and stuff like that, like dear future wifey kind of thing. Because remember, I was doing dear future husband posts, and y'all heard the stories. He thought that I was joking and I was trying to.
I thought she was reading out of a booklet on what a man wants, and I was wondering, how does she know? How does she know? How does she have this insight? And I learned that she had it before I even had these conversations with her.
Like we weren't even talking on that personal level, when I was doing my dear future husbands and stuff like that. Like I had no idea. And then, we had one conversation, and then that was it,
And here we are.
And here we are. And yes, I'm on glow. Mind you, I don't have on any makeup, guys. I have on lashes. I do. But I don't have on any makeup. Literally. Like, y'all have to get with it. I'm telling you, it's real out here, and it can happen. It can happen. Man, being happy and really living in your truth, it is well, how can I put it? Like, it's priceless.
That's a good
priceless. Absolutely. But anyway, all right, you want to close us out?
I thought we were closed. We're closed for business. Here we go. That's right. Closed for business. Check us out. We'll be back for next week for our reviews for Ready to Love, as well as Love and Marriage Huntsville, and any shows that we can collectively agree to pick up, because we do this for y'all.
Absolutely.
We do this for y'all, because we've been having these conversations throughout our relationship, so we want to share them with y'all. Yeah, absolutely. Because we're not even making no real money on here for real. We're literally just having fun for real, because we want to include y'all into our world. And make sure you follow me, at least, because you don't really be that consistent, but at least make sure you follow me on Instagram. It's at Miss Sabrina Soul, which is my name, on Instagram, because I always post like the flyers even before I post it on YouTube. Sometimes I'll post it on Instagram and I don't get to post it on YouTube until like later, and it'd be kind of late. So if you follow me on Instagram, you'll be like the first to know like when we're gonna go live. I'll put the links up and all that stuff. So other than that, I don't really use social media for anything else but to keep y'all informed. So just don't forget to subscribe. I said subscribe to Sabrina and JDUB. Definitely. If you want to get these reviews. Yep, because it won't be here anymore. Anyway, thank you guys. Love you so much. Yay. Happy birthday, Mari. Leo season. Woo woo. Woo woo. We'll see y'all next week. Bye. See you next week. Love you.